Let's get our makeup freak on. Hi, it's me, Yumeko Jabami. I'm gonna